Good morning. My name is Marcus Solar. I'm one of the annuity directors here at Insurance Agency Marketing Services. I wanted to thank you all for taking time to listen into the webinar this morning. We do have Jake Quigley rolling on with us from Nassau Re. He's going to be covering the portfolio that Nassau brings to the table. They bring to the table a very strong portfolio of products and solutions to help your clients achieve their financial and retirement goals. I want to thank Jake for spending time with us this morning. We are in one of the strongest environments we've been in probably 25 or 30 years. Actually, ever since I've been in the industry since 91, in order to help your clients achieve their retirement goals with the interest rate environment where it's at. Also in helping you, the advisor, achieve your goals from a business standpoint and a financial standpoint alike. So as we get into this webinar this morning, please think about those clients and the solutions that we talk about today, as Nassau Re brings a plethora of accumulation products and income products with some of the best bonuses up front for your clients on the retirement income side to help them make up market loss and also give them that leapfrog advantage long term for that income stream they're counting on for the rest of their life. Let me know what quotes I can put together for you at the end of this webinar today to match up to what you might have been thinking about from an income standpoint for your clients. And let's see how Nassau matches up comparatively to what you were thinking of offering initially. Again, my name is Marcus Solar. I've been an annuity director here at Insurance Agency Marketing Services now for 8 years. I've been in the industry for about 30 years, if not a little bit longer. We have been in business here at Insurance Agency Marketing as an independent marketing organization for over 30 years now, helping independent advisors like yourself and producers like yourself grow your practice. If you do get pulled away from the webinar this morning, please let me know. I will be recording this webinar this morning and be more than happy to get you out a copy of it so you can watch it at your convenience. Also, we do have a question and answer box down in the right-hand side as we go through the material today, and we will be covering a ton of material on the portfolio from Nassau. Please feel free to put in any questions you have. We will try to cover those as we go through the different products this morning, or the additional value add that Insurance Agency Marketing Services brings to the table to help you grow your practice. Let's get started. Insurance Agency Marketing Services does bring to the table what we call the new producer building or new producer bonus program. It is a way for us to say thank you and welcome aboard, welcome to the family. It is based on your single premium life or fixed index annuity premium only. It is good for the first 6 months that you are on board with us. It is based on that premium, either $100,000 in total premium. You either get a 1,500 piece postcard mailer to help keep your pipeline full of people to see, or $750 in cash back. Or if you do write $1 million in that first 6 months, we can help you with preset pre-qualified appointments, 8 to 10 of them, again, to help keep your pipeline full of people to see. Or we can help you with some safe money marketing events based on tier, or we can help you with core story brand builder, get published in some major news outlets to further your brand in your marketplace, like ABC, Fox News, NBC, etc., and much more. If you have any problems or any questions on this, please let us know. We'd be more than happy to walk you through this program. We do have the IMS Business Builder program as well. It is a way for us to thank you as you continue to write business through our organization. We have the marketing reimbursement program. We pay you $100 in marketing reimbursement for every $100,000 indexed annuity premium that you write through our office. We do understand it is very important and very expensive for you to run your practice. We do like to share in those costs with you going forward. This is a way that we can certainly share in those costs going forward. You can use your marketing reimbursement cost or reimbursement account to either share in those costs or pay for your marketing on an ongoing basis. We do give you marketing dollars for both your index annuity premium, your single premium life premium, and your target life premium based on the slide in front of you. We also give you money for any referred producers you might refer to our organization as well, not only basing it off of referred producers, but also based on their ongoing premium that they write through our organization. If you have any questions on this particular program, you can certainly call in and talk to any of the life or annuity directors in our office, and we'd be more than happy to walk through this program and let you know how it works inside and out. I do believe we have some of the best back office support in the industry. What we'd like you to do, or what we'd like you to see you do, is do what you do best, which is stay in front of prospects and clients alike. Once you do write business, we do all the follow-ups for you. We're like an extension of your office. We do all the follow-ups based on business written. We try to scrub all your applications, make sure there are no mistakes before they do go on to the carrier. We have all the forms at your fingertips. We do all your life and annuity quotes for you, so we take all that off the table for you as well. If you have any questions on case design or coaching or expertise on the sales side, we can help you out with that. And we do have paperless contracting as well, which saves you time and money at the same time. So we look at IMS as an extension of your office. So again, you can do what you do best, which is stay in front of prospects and clients alike. We also have here in the office a 2-ring challenge, which Charles and Steve have put into place. We also realize if it wasn't for you, the advisor, it wouldn't be for us here in the office. So every time you do call in the office, we do not have voicemail. Every phone call is answered with a 2-ring guarantee to the field. Every phone call is answered by a live person during regular business hours. So that is a promise that has been made by our owner and president of the company. We're here when you need us the most. We do have the IMS website, so outside regular business hours, this is at your fingertips, www.imsinc.com. We have annuity and life quote software out there. So if you do find yourself in a pinch on the weekends or after business hours and you're looking for a life or annuity quote, you can certainly go online and see what carriers have the best products, depending on your client's needs at that point in time. We do have forms online if you need access to a form. There are industry links out there, but one of the best tools available through our website that most advisors find is our sales resource library. It has presentation tools, it has tax information, and much, much more. I would invite all of you to spend some time, go out, take a look at our website, take a look at that sales resource library. If you have any questions whatsoever with regards to that resource, please give our office a call, and we'd be able to answer any questions you might have with regards to our website. We do offer Firelight on the e-application side for our annuity applications. NASA is a part of the Firelight system. On the life insurance side, it is the iPipeline. You can access all of this through our website at www.imsinc.com. There is a list or a complete list of all the carriers that are a part of either the IGO system on the life side or the annuity side through Firelight. It is very easy to access or gain access to the Firelight system once you are contracted with us. If you have gone out to our website and registered for our website, you go out under the e-application tab, and once you've registered for Firelight, it takes about an hour to download on our side. And once you are contracted and done product training for the specific product that you want to offer, that will pop up within your Firelight program, and you will be able to offer that to your client through the e-app or Firelight system. What we have found is that Firelight system does eliminate all errors, so you cannot make an error through the Firelight system. There's no more going back to the client and getting initials over and over again, which ultimately gets the contract or policy into your hands much quicker and gets you paid on business much faster, and everyone is happy. If you have any questions on the Firelight system, please give our office a call. I do believe that we have one of the best creative marketing teams in the industry. No matter where you are in your practice, whether you're just getting into the business and looking for a business logo or a website, or if you've been in the business for 20 years and looking really to branch out into some of the major networks with some green screen advertising, we can certainly meet you where you're at and help you achieve that next level. We can help you either with digital solutions, turnkey solutions. You let us know what you're trying to achieve, and we can certainly help you out. If you have any questions on our capability from a creative marketing team standpoint, or what is working well within the industry right now, please give our team a call. You can reach them at the 800-255-5055, and we can certainly answer any questions on what we can do from a capability standpoint on the marketing and branding side for you. We do offer IAMS Wealth Management if you are considering getting your RIA or IAR designation, so you are not leaving that money on the table. What we have found is it really deepens those client relationships. It really increases your revenue, and you're not running the risk of losing those relationships and business down the street to your competitor. Please give our office a call. We'd be more than happy to discuss that with you. You would want to reach out to Duncan or Charles Hearing Jr. They would be more than happy to discuss the options on that, what it would take for you to achieve that license, and what IAMS Wealth Management would be willing to do to help you on that side of the house. Again, if you're looking to achieve your Series 63 license, please give them a call. They'll be more than happy to answer any questions for you. We do offer the Life and Annuity Academy. This is a 2-day producer training. Most costs are covered by insurance agency marketing services and the sponsoring carrier. We bring in 4 of our multi-million-dollar producers. Not only do they share what they do from a prospecting standpoint, a sales standpoint, how they run their offices, no topic is left covered. They certainly share everything with you. We talk about the industry best income riders, what's happening from a compliance standpoint, industry-wide, sales software tools like Retirement Analyzer, Indexalizer. We talk about large life case marketing and much, much more. If you're interested in possibly being considered for our next event, which will take place first quarter of 2024. Again, most costs are covered by insurance agency marketing services and the sponsoring company. Please give our office a call. We'd be more than happy to talk to you about the possibilities of that taking place. We are coming up on the end of our Seaside Sanctuary, our top producer trip. It's been going on for about 18 months now. It will take about $4.5 million in points to qualify for this trip. Right now, we are running a special with the theme business. You get double production credits. So if you wrote between now and the end of the year, 2.25 million in a theme business, you could ultimately qualify for this trip. But if you did write the 2.25 in a theme business, you and a guest could attend the event, which will be taking place April 18th through the 20th. April 14th through the 18th. And then the top 20 people get the extension of the 18th through the 20th. If you have any questions on the Seaside Sanctuary or our top producer trip, please give our office a call. I'd be more than happy to cover all the details. The nice thing about our top producer trip is no matter the business that you write through our office, whether it be life, long-term care, med sup, all business does count towards that trip, and we can certainly give you a breakdown if you do call our office. If you do follow social media on LinkedIn and Facebook, here are our links. Please follow us. Please join the family on our links. We do try to update this on a weekly, if not daily basis with trends happening within the industry, what we see happening. One of the top topics right now is the announcement from a compliance standpoint. I know Chris Conroy just held a big webinar on what he foresees happening within the industry. So we'd love to have you join Facebook and LinkedIn, and look forward to seeing you out there very, very soon. At this point in time, what I'd like to do is switch it over to Jake Quigley-Rowley. Again, Jake, we do appreciate the partnership. You've been a key component of our success over the last 10 to 15 years. You bring a very, very strong portfolio of product, both on the accumulation and income side. They have been industry leading products, to say the least. I know you guys have made some strong changes to your product portfolio here recently. And I do certainly appreciate you taking time to talk to us today about those changes and the positive changes for new producers and producers alike with regards to your elite program before the end of the year. So I won't take any of your thunder there, but again, I do appreciate you taking some time and talking to us today.
Awesome, Marcus. Well, thank you for the intro, and thank you to the entire IAMS Insurance Agency Marketing team for all the value add and resources that you bring and provide to producers. So we're here to sort of piggyback off of a lot of that. For those of you that responded to this webinar, hopefully you've seen some of the many enhancements that we've made to not only our portfolio, but to our agent value add program here. Went live really a week ago today, November 1st. Hard to believe that we're in the last 30 plus days, business days of the year. But let's really make a concerted effort to make a strong push. That's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about these enhancements. We're going to talk about product positioning ideas. I'm going to highlight suitability and service, which I think if you talk with Marcus on the side, you would hear that we're probably one of the easier carriers to work with in the industry overall in terms of not only placing business, but in terms of different opportunities. And we'll, again, walk through a couple sales ideas and concepts to leverage those opportunities as well. Before we get there, quick sort of overview on Nassau. The name Nassau comes from our founders who were born and raised in Nassau County, New York. We are U.S. domiciled. You see our corporate home office right there downtown Hartford, Connecticut. We have operational offices in upstate New York, East Greenbush, which is really Albany, New York. When you think about the story of Nassau, really, if you've heard me present in the past, how I position it is a strength in numbers. Yes, the Nassau name has been around only since 2015. But when we went through that rebrand, we're piggybacking off of the history of Phoenix, a company that's been around since 1851, so a 172-year legacy, a 172-year history of fulfilling our promises, commitments based on the products that you present to your clients and prospects, and meeting their needs and helping ensure the lifestyle those clients want to live throughout their retirement days. From a financial standpoint, we have completely reinvented ourselves over the last 5-6 years. Today, you see the company with a 105% solvency ratio. For every dollar of liabilities Nassau has, we have $1.05 in assets on the books. Excuse me. We've received 2 AM Best upgrades in the last 4 years. We are well positioned to continue that trajectory forward and now sit just one notch below that A rating, which we anticipate will be coming sooner rather than later. So a lot of great story to tell on the fact that over that 170 plus year history, we ensured the likes of Abraham Lincoln, a great sort of connector with clients that I know many of the advisors that I work with utilize to tell the Nassau story. leverage the strength, the growth that the company's seen over the last 6 years. And when we get into the product side of things, you're going to really see the other great benefit and opportunity that we offer. Now, one of the things when you signed up for this presentation today to learn a little bit about Nassau was to learn about all the different value adds that we offer from a producer standpoint. Obviously, partnering with insurance agency marketing, the many great things that Marcus went over earlier are great opportunities for you. When you think about agent value add from the carrier perspective, most programs start at a pretty high level overall. Our Nassau Elite, a program that is one of the more attainable value add programs, one that's been consistently growing year over year, requires full year qualification of 1.75 million credits. What is a credit? $1 of FIA premium equals 1 credit. $3 of multi-year guaranteed annuity equals 1 credit. So full year qualification, 1.75 million to be within that Nassau Elite program. We are running a fast track program for those of you new to Nassau Elite. July 1 through December 31, if you're able to achieve 1 million in qualifying credits during that span, you will enter into the Nassau Elite program. What does Nassau Elite get you, the advisor? First and foremost, you're going to receive compensation enhancements. Your first year qualifying as Nassau Elite, you're going to get a 50 basis point bonus retro to $1 on your entire block of FIA sales. You're going to receive 15 basis points retro to $1 on multi-year guaranteed annuity sales. Every consecutive year you qualify thereafter, we increase that bonus to 75 basis points FIA, 25 basis points MYGA. So utilize this fast start opportunity. For only 1 million in qualifying sales, you will enter the Nassau Elite program, and in 2024 be working towards that higher bonus payout. In addition to that, you will receive a dedicated new business and post-service case manager. And if you're one of our top 50 producers, which is hovering right around that $3 million range for 2023, you and a guest will join us on the Nassau Elite Retreat, where we'll be going to Cabos San Lucas, the Viceroy in Cabo in 2024. On top of that, up to 75 basis point bonus, you now, November 1 through January 15 submits, you have the opportunity to earn an additional 50 basis points on FIA submits, 15 basis points on MYGA submits, and a bonus that's paid as earned. So we're not making you wait till the end of the term. You're going to be paid this additional compensation as part of your normal commission payout. When you think about dollar cents, all the other great opportunities that we have going on, you right now with Nassau have the opportunity to earn, void of Nassau Elite, an additional 70 basis points on our already strong compensation platform. This is our way of thanking you for partnering with Nassau, with one of our preferred distribution partners, Insurance Agency Marketing. So let's just take a quick example. And I know you can see all the numbers in front of you, but I want to walk through all the great opportunities and talk a little bit about the value add that these different programs provide. First and foremost, $250,000 policy. You're going to receive that 50 basis point bonus or that $1,250. If you were to submit that app electronically, Nassau has a built-in additional 10 basis point bonus, something that's been in since day one, and we continue to offer because, again, it puts more efficiencies back into your business. It puts more efficiencies back into our business, and part of the reason why we're reviewing applications from both a new business and suitability standpoint in under 48 hours. So that 10 basis points on that $250,000 case is going to give you an additional $250. The final bonus that we recently just launched, as it's a new capability inside of Nassau, is the ability to submit premium payments via ACH. So what we're doing is we're getting that account number, we're getting the routing number, and we're actually working directly with that financial institution to ACH those funds over. What does that do for you? First, for you and the client, it avoids that client having to fill out a check. It avoids that client, you dropping that check in the mail, and maybe it's the U.S. Postal Service and we're waiting 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, potential for a lost check, or you spending additional assets to send that money via FedEx, UPS, to ensure that it gets here with a tracking number. Utilize this ACH payment. I've started to have producers do this as we launched it about a month ago, and we are getting those premium funds are being deposited into Nassau instantaneously. Not only that, we're going to pay you an additional 10 basis points, bringing you your full enhanced bonus up to 70 basis points on top of the already strong commissions, or a $250,000 case, an additional $1,750 in commission. And again, remember, if you're able to qualify as Nassau Elite, you'll get another 50 basis points on top of that, bringing your full compensation to roughly $3,000 in additional commissions. Now let's talk about the product enhancements. Obviously, it's great to have commission bonuses, commission programs, but you still got to have a competitive portfolio, right? What you're going to see at Nassau, and Marcus mentioned this, when you think about putting together a retirement plan with a client or prospect that you're working with, what we believe at Nassau is there's really sort of four-corner approach, four core fundamental areas that we're going to focus on and address with every client. Accumulation or growth, principal protected accumulation or growth, guaranteed lifetime income, nursing home or critical care enhanced income, or legacy protection. Inside of the Nassau portfolio, you have a product in each one of those four core areas that was built to maximize your client's assets and get the best bang for their buck or benefit, again, based on the risks and concerns that are the most important or crucial to that individual. Let's start with our most recent enhancement, our multi-year guaranteed annuity platform. And I'm going to be the first one to tell you today, I haven't been given access to share this yet, but we actually will be on Monday, this upcoming Monday, increasing these rates another 15 basis points. You're going to see Nassau at the top of the pile in both our 4 and 5 year rate, as that now will bump us up on the 5-year contract to 6%. So we're going to be in that top sort of 3-4 carriers in terms of overall rate. On the 4-year product, our simple annuity, bumping up to 5.75% guaranteed. Built-in 5% liquidity as soon as 30 days after issue. Full account value paid at death. On our 5-year contract, I say up to, with that new enhanced rate of 15 basis points, we're going to be up to 6% on the 5-year product that allows required minimum distributions. Or we'll be at, doing the math in my head, 5.8% with our 5-year product that allows 10% penalty free as soon as 30 days after issue, as well as full account value at death. This to me is a great opportunity to maybe peel out a portion of a client's assets that we were going to earmark maybe for the fixed account inside of an FIA. Take out 10, 15, 20% of those assets, drop it into a MYGA, lock in these great rates of right around 6% on a 4 or 5 year period. Yes, we all know that with the multi-year guaranteed annuity contract, we're receiving less from an overall compensation standpoint, but by doing this split annuity, laddered annuity concept, we're getting the best of both worlds. We're getting the guarantees for the client, and we're also allowing a significant portion of the assets to go into an FIA to maximize your income overall. So let's talk about these product enhancements. And we're going to start with the accumulation contract because it's really been the biggest enhancements or changes that we've made over the last week. We're going to start with Nassau Growth Annuity. This is our non-bonus accumulation product, or as I like to call it, sort of that new money product. And what I mean by that is you come across a client or prospect. Maybe they've got money sitting in a checking account. They've received an inheritance. Regardless of what it is, it's money where we're not having to overcome maybe a surrender penalty, market loss, market volatility. It's new money to that client where what we're trying to do is really maximize that growth. You can see quickly, high level product that we issue up to the max issue age of 85, a product that allows your client access to cash, 10% penalty free as soon as 30 days after issue. And there is no charge back to you in that first year either, as long as that withdrawal stays under that 10% penalty free. Flexibility of design, both a 7 and 10 year surrender charge schedule. 13 different ways we can allocate the funds between 3 different index strategies with fee and no fee crediting strategies. But when you think about the sizzle, the strength of this product, again, a new money, non-bonus accumulation product, where we're seeing a significant flow of premium today. And this was really prior to the rate increase that we saw on November 1. is that 1-year S&P cap. You see it in the middle of the screen. Comes in at up to 12.25%. The 1-year fixed account on the lower part of the screen comes in at 5%. So you've got a great opportunity to lock in a strong interest rate up front or give that client maximum upside opportunity with that 12.25% 1-year cap. Compare that to the average product out there today, which on the S&P, we're seeing par rates around 50%. A 12.25% cap versus a 50% par rate means that the S&P's got to be up 25%, 24.5% to equal that 12.25 cap rate. So a great opportunity to really give your client that high upside opportunity with an unmanaged non-vol control S&P. Then you see we continue to offer NASDAQ 100, S&P 500, our volatility control smart passage index, 1 and 2 year strategies, fee and no fee, and you have the opportunity to reallocate on contract anniversaries depending on the different strategies that you're in, either 1 year or 2 year. Again, leverage the diversification opportunity and the strength in crediting strategies. So I'm going to quickly run through what I want to highlight when we talk about the strategies inside the Nassau portfolio. It is the strength of the accumulation products. What we're trying to do is keep the accumulation story for you simple. What do I mean by that? You see, again, our 1-year S&P, 2-year S&P strategy, 1 and 2 year NASDAQ 100. They are pure unmanaged strategies based off of the S&P and NASDAQ. So you're allocated based on the performance of those indices. If you're looking for that complementary vol control strategy, we have that. But it's still same simple kind of story with our smart passage index, an index comprised of the 200 least volatile stocks inside of the S&P 500. So again, you've got that S&P link. But the real differentiator is the fact that this strategy comes with a 16.5% volatility target. So you've got 3 to 4 times exposure to the index that we're tracking versus the standard vol control strategy in the marketplace today. With each one of these strategies, the great team at Insurance Agency Marketing has the opportunity to put together a customized illustration. We're going to show you the best, worst, and most recent. But to me, the value here is you, the advisor, the individual making the recommendation, have the opportunity to get your arms around the difference between a 1 and a 2 year, the higher par rates on those longer crediting terms, the difference between the no fee and fee-based strategies. So you can have an educated conversation with the consumer about why we're taking different strategies and why we're looking at them from an overall perspective. I also want to quickly highlight that we do offer optional income riders with our Nassau Growth Annuity 10-year contract. Again, these are available only on the 10-year version of the contract. The 7-year contract does not have the opportunity to attach one of these optional income riders. 2 different riders. Low-cost rider, amplified income, 25 basis point annual fee. For those 25 basis points, we're going to attach a benefit base that grows at 150% of index credits. If you want some guarantees built in, we also have our Amplified Income Plus, 95 basis points for this optional rider. We're going to roll that benefit base at 3% simple plus 150% of index credits. When we get to the payout factor, we have the opportunity to do a level steady income or a rising income opportunity where the benefit base is going to continue to grow at 150% of index credits. I also quickly want to highlight with the growth annuity, the strength of the 7-year contract. With our 7-year Nassau growth annuity, you have a 1-year S&P cap of 10.5%, a 1-year fixed account of 4.25%, a street level compensation of 6.5%, then with the EAP bonus, ACH bonus, current ongoing 50 basis point bonus, we can bump that commission on a 7-year product at the street level all the way up to 7.2%. So great crediting rates, great access to income with that 10% penalty free, as well as very strong compensation on the 7-year growth annuity. But let's also look, based on the recent rate increase, at the Nassau bonus annuity. And here is where, as we talk through this product, I'm going to bring in a couple sort of suitability type scenarios for you. some case design situations that we're seeing the Nassau product, the Nassau bonus annuity, win in terms of marketplace opportunities. Structurally, you see this product is almost identical to Nassau growth annuity. Key differentiators. We only offer the 10-year version of the contract with Nassau bonus annuity. If you elect the Nassau bonus annuity, you're going to get a 10% premium account value bonus to your client up through age 80. You're getting a 7% premium bonus ages 81 to 85. 10% bonus through age 80, 7% bonus age 81 to 85. On top of that 10% premium bonus, on top of that 10% liquidity, you also see we just recently increased that 1-year S&P cap all the ways up to 10%. So now you have a true no fee 10-10-10 product. 10% bonus, 10% liquidity, 10% cap, all at no cost to your client. Strong fixed rate of 3.85%. Couple that with a 10% bonus, you now have the opportunity to guarantee your client 13.85% in year one. Nassau bonus annuity offers the same crediting strategies, unmanaged, no volatility control with the S&P and NASDAQ strategies. If you're looking for that volatility component, sort of that grand slam complement, look at that smart passage index. Again, 200 least volatile stocks inside of the S&P 500. Volatility target of 16.5%. Strong story when we're talking about, again, old money here. And what do I mean by old money? When you think about the opportunity to position this product. We'll highlight this in a couple minutes, but I want to let you know that Nassau, from a net loss to the consumer, will consider a policy with up to a 9.9% surrender penalty. So we're looking at surrender charge. We're looking at MVA. We're offsetting for the bonus that the Nassau product provides. Why is that important today? Because we're seeing a portion of our sales where what advisors are doing is looking to enhance a client or a prospect's sort of retirement situation. Maybe they're in an FIA that was issued 5-6 years ago. They're sitting at product minimums, a 1%, 1.5% fixed rate, a 3-4% S&P cap. But with that surrender penalty, the client's not able to make that transition and move to a product that's offering a 3.85% fixed rate, a 10% 1-year S&P cap, volatility control strategies. Well, with this 10% bonus, you now have the opportunity to incent that client or offset some of those losses, stay within the realm, and give that client a much stronger accumulation story based on the repositioning of that asset. We continue to update and show the renewal rate history on the Nassau portfolio. Our goal is to be transparent. Our goal is to maintain rates as close to, if not higher, than the original issue date. Volatility is the key factor that comes into what renewal rate we're able to offer. But what I want to highlight, what you see on the screen in front of you, is yes, where you see red in those renewal periods, those are scenarios where we had to drop the renewal rate from prior year. But you also see a significant amount of green, meaning there's many scenarios where we increase par rates in renewal periods versus year prior. We'll continue to market this, to release these numbers, to be transparent in our overall story. So a lot of excitement, a lot of buzz building around our accumulation portfolio based on the bonuses, crediting rates, liquidity. You've got a great opportunity to principally protect a consumer or prospect assets while still giving them upside growth opportunity. Nassau consistently is one of the leaders on the guaranteed side of the portfolio as well. We continue to offer our industry-leading guaranteed lifetime income product, personal income annuity. With this contract, again, depending on the client's time horizon of when they're looking to make the transition from the accumulation to the distribution phase. You've got our Income Today rider, which is going to give your client up to a 45% bonus to their income account. Or our Income Tomorrow rider, little longer deferral. We're here, instead of a big upfront bonus, what we're going to do is grow your client's benefit base at a guaranteed 14% simple. So up to 45% bonus, 14% roll up with the Tomorrow strategy. What this allows you to do is become that storyteller. If you're an individual who loves doing sales by telling stories, think about the power in sitting down with, a prospect or a client who's maybe lost 10, 15% because of market volatility on an asset. but they're looking to retire in the next 2 years. Think about the power of telling that story of, we transition this asset today. NASA is going to give you a 30% bonus to your income account immediately, offsetting some of that market volatility, guaranteeing that from an income perspective for life. And if we defer another couple of years, you're going to get additional 7.5% bonuses, growing that to the potential 45% bonus in the first 24 months. Or a client consumer who's concerned about market volatility, where the world sits today, and they need this asset to provide as much income as possible 5 years from today. Think about the power of telling them their benefit base or account is going to grow at 14% simple per year. Offer some great opportunities to illustrate those, to be able to continue to tell that story. And you'll see our newest sort of illustration tool in the lower right-hand side of the corner, the opportunity to put together a customized Nassau check with your client's name on it. And then based on the premium and their frequency of withdrawals, we're going to show them exactly what that check is going to be on an annual, semi-annual, quarterly, monthly basis. Utilize this tool to help continue to close more sales overall. Last but not least, from a product side of things, I want to quickly hit on personal protection choice. This to me, yes, on the accumulation side of the portfolio, we have some top crediting rates, industry-leading caps, liquidity when you put the whole story together. Personal income annuity is a leading guaranteed lifetime income story. Personal protection choice, though, is to me the most unique product inside our portfolio. A product that really separates itself from the competition and does a lot of different things extremely well. It's why I consistently hear this product called the most consumer-friendly combo benefit product inside our portfolio. So how does it work? Again, max issue age of 80 on the guaranteed side portfolio versus the 85 we saw on the accumulation side. It offers our industry-leading income today, income tomorrow rider. So up to 45% bonus or 14% roll-up, depending on which strategy we elect. I do want to quickly highlight the fact that the payout factors are slightly reduced. So the income is not going to be as high with this contract as it is with personal income annuity. But for that trade-off, for that slightly reduced income, you now have the opportunity to attach our care protection benefit. What this benefit does is it will enhance the guaranteed lifetime income that your client is receiving by up to 250% if your client were to go into a nursing home. It will enhance the guaranteed lifetime income that your client is receiving by up to 175% if your client's not able to fill 2 of 6 ADLs and need in-home care. This enhanced benefit is based off the client's issue age. So issue age is 0 to 70, you're going to get that max enhancement. 250% nursing home, 175% in-home care, regardless of when the client needs this benefit. Issue age is 71 to 80. You see it's a 200% or 125% enhancement, depending on which one of those benefits or enhanced benefits we use. To me, though, the two biggest differentiators, first and foremost, this enhanced income will cover both individuals in a spousal or joint payout. Spouse 1 uses a nursing home enhancement for 2 years, receives that 250% benefit. Unfortunately, after 2 years, spouse 1 passes away. Spouse 2 keeps the contract in force. We revert back to that guaranteed lifetime income. 10 years down the road, spouse 2 goes into a nursing home. There's still 3 years left on that enhanced benefit that they would be able to access. So again, the ability to stop this benefit. But even more powerful is the fact that NASA will pay this enhanced income for a maximum of 5 years as long as the client continues to qualify, even if the account value is depleted to 0. Think about the power there. Think about what I just said. When does the average critical care stay start? We know it generally starts when a client's late 70s, some point in their 80s, maybe even their 90s. And if they've been accessing income from this account for 15, 20, 25 years, chances are there's very minimal value left on the account value side. If we were then to enhance that income to 250%, we're going to deplete through any remaining assets at a pretty fast rate. What we want to do at Nassau is ensure your client gets this benefit. They get this peace of mind that they've been paying for, right? That they get this benefit at their time of need. So we will pay this enhanced benefit even if the account value is depleted to zero for a maximum of 5 years as long as the client continues to qualify. A great opportunity to now, inside of one product with one premium, cover an income need, a critical care concern, and there is also a legacy component with our lump sum death benefit, which is going to grow at up to 10% simple. When we put together a customized illustration for a client, for one of your prospects or clients, it's a one-page illustration that's going to show you all these guarantees of whichever one of the riders that you elect, side by side, so you can really sit down and have a conversation with your clients about the different guarantees and benefits the Nassau Personal Protection Choice provides. If you haven't had an opportunity to look at this product, again, give the great team at Insurance Agency Marketing a call. Let us put together a customized illustration for you so you can really see how this contract works and separates itself from the competition. I'm going to wrap up the product side of things by just quickly talking about sort of a case concept and study. We talked a little bit about the split annuity today, more old school, if you will, by using that multi-year guaranteed annuity contract as part of a sale. Maybe instead of using a fixed account inside the FIA, we peel out that 10, 15, 20% of assets, drop it into a MYGA, take advantage of those great 6% rates that we've got out there. We take the other remaining 80% and we drop it into an FIA contract. Well, let's take it a step further. So often, conversations that I have with producers, it becomes an all or nothing when we start talking about the guaranteed portfolio, personal income annuity, personal protection choice. But what we've really started to see, and what I'll continue to position, is a case that I worked on a couple months ago, 67-year-old client, $300,000 deposit. There was a family history of critical care concerns, but this client needed guaranteed lifetime income. They had a fixed income gap that they needed covered throughout their retirement days. Instead of putting the full $300,000 into personal protection choice to get the great benefits that product provides and create a guaranteed income stream that would have been more than what that client needed to cover that fixed income gap, what we did is drop the initial $200,000 into personal protection choice. There was a 4-year deferral, so we elected the income tomorrow strategy. And after 4 years, we activated that lifetime income and locked in a guaranteed lifetime income of $18,876. In addition to that, if that client were to go into a nursing home any point thereafter, they had over $47,000 in benefit, over $33,000 in in-home care benefit. Then we took that remaining $100K and we dropped it into the Nassau bonus annuity. We allocated based on the different strategies that we talked about. But then beginning year 5, what we did is we started taking a penalty-free withdrawal of 5%. So we had an additional supplementary income of anywhere between $7,500 and $10,000 a year. And that's on top of the great income that personal protection choice was providing. So I'm showing you this because, again, it's a concept that I know we're all familiar with, but I really focus on moving away from sort of put together that customized, flexible plan. Focus on different risks and concerns that a client might have. Hit those guarantees, but also look at replenishing some of those assets with an accumulation-based product. I'm going to take the last couple minutes quickly. I want to reiterate some things from a service and suitability standpoint. As I mentioned, I will put my service platform, my service team up against any in the industry today. We are reviewing new business and suitability within 48 hours. If a check cash is received at Nassau, it's being applied to the account same day. We are moving business through the system. We have very favorable suitability guidelines as well. As I mentioned, we will consider any case with up to a 9.9% net loss to the client. Again, let me reiterate. That means we will consider that case. Doesn't mean it's going through. There has to be merits there. But when you think about the innovation in products, the crediting rates, the guarantees that are out there, there's a lot of great opportunities from a case design standpoint to maybe relook at older policies that might not provide the benefits or value contracts offer today. If you haven't seen our suitability instant decision tool, it's part of the Firelight tool. It's a way before you even fill out the e-app to get an automatic approval. And it's an instantaneous approval. You don't have to wait 24, 48, 72 hours. You fill in about 5 to 10 minutes of information on this tool, hit submit, and 70% of applications receive an automatic green light. That means that business is approved. You hit the next button, it auto-populates all that information you've already put into the e-app. If you don't get that green light, you get a yellow light. What that does is you'll then call the suitability team, say, here's the case. They have all that information already saved. You're going to walk through why you're making that recommendation, and more often than not, they're going to give you a code to approve that case and move it forward. You see NASA's overall suitability decline rate sits at roughly 1.2, 1.3%. On top of all the great resources that insurance agency marketing provides, we recently launched our Social Security Hub. We've got white papers, educational piece, podcasts, a lot of great information that you can use to continue to educate yourself, educate clients. So when you put it all together, the value add is there. When you think about different products, and hopefully you saw with some of the enhancements, some industry-leading rates on the accumulation side, strong guarantees and differentiators with the guaranteed side of the portfolio. Rate increases across the board that we'll continue to monitor and see if we can continue to improve to give you the best product solutions in the marketplace today. Our NASA Elite program attainable at only $1 million in qualifying production to qualify, and then 3 great bonus opportunities to enhance the strong street-level compensation on the NASA portfolio. 50 basis point FIA bonus on submits November 1 through January 15. That's 15 basis points, 1-5 on MYGA production. An additional 10 basis points on all submits using our e-app platform, and another 10 basis points if you're able to fund that policy via ACH. Leverage these to, again, help put more money in your pocket while taking advantage of the great strength of product portfolios. So with that said, I know we've done a ton of talking here over the last 45, 50 minutes. I'm going to pause here to kick it back to Marcus. So hopefully there's some questions that we can answer. But I want to first, again, thank you for taking time out of your schedule to learn a little bit about all the great opportunities at Nassau. We will continue to work hard to earn your business. And Marcus, thank you for the opportunity today. Appreciate all that you do in the partnership with Nassau and everything to help continue to advance and close more sales. So I'll kick it back to you to wrap things up for the day.
I appreciate that, Jake. I'm going to go ahead and launch a poll. If you'd like more information on the growth annuity or Nassau Re as a whole, please indicate that, and I'll follow up with you after the event today. I know that we've gotten a lot of questions in the past, Jake, on the personal protection choice out there in California. Any news on the benefits there being approved, or have you heard anything there?
Yeah, so no, with personal protection choice, again, in the state of California, we have the income version of the product. We have the lump sum death benefit. We are continuing to work with the state to try and get the care benefit, the enhanced benefit approved. We've recently got some updates on some other products that we're going to be able to launch here shortly. Unfortunately, it does not yet cover the care benefit. So we're continuing to work. We're continuing to push. And as soon as we have any updates, we'll definitely keep everybody posted.
Okay. And the other thing is, I know Jake and I have talked about in today's interest rate environment with the growth annuity, people leveraging the income riders. There's been a lot of back and forth on the income riders versus just accumulation play with that product going up to age 85. Do you want to touch base? What are you seeing as far as a mix, as far as the older clients just leveraging the free withdrawals? I know we've talked about that in webinars past, but do you want to touch base on that a little bit at this point?
I think that's a great point, and it sort of piggybacks off of that sales concept that we showed at the end of the product sort of rollout is. Yeah, you could drop everything into a guaranteed product, right, and take advantage of the rates, the payout factors that are there, and maximize that guaranteed lifetime income. But we are definitely seeing a lot more focus, especially in the fact that the Nassau portfolio, the Nassau products, allow up to 10% penalty free as soon as 30 days after issue. So let's leverage where product pricing is today. Obviously, caps, participation rates are significantly better now than what they were 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years ago. By focusing or reallocating some of the assets into an accumulation-based product that has 10% liquidity, now you can sort of get the best of both worlds. We're not just drawing down that asset with that guaranteed lifetime income, knowing at time of death, more likely than not, there's not going to be anything there. So we're 100% to Marcus's point, seeing maybe a blend or even an increased percentage of assets going to those accumulation-based products with the overall goal of, hey, we're going to use a withdrawal to get some of the money out. And then the hope is, based on the performance of the strategies, we're going to replenish that withdrawal so that that asset can be there for a longer period of time and cover a couple different risks, such as income and legacy component.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, even if you're looking at, some of the policies that go up to age 85, if your client's looking at taking 5 or 6% out a year, I mean, in most cases, that's still going to last 20 years. I mean, your client would be 105 at that point in time. You're not looking at leveraging any type of income rider charge at that point in time. So
exactly,
the odds of them outliving that asset at that point in time are pretty minimal. So if you have a client like that and you would like to see a quote, please let me know. I'll certainly follow up with each and every one on the webinar this morning at some point in time today or first thing tomorrow. And I'd be more than happy to put together a quote for you to show you what that would look like. So I don't show any other questions at this point in time. Again, Jake, I do appreciate the opportunity. I appreciate the opportunity to work with you in Nassau. Again, Nassau is an elite partner of Insurance Agency Marketing Services. I do appreciate you taking time out to talk to us this morning. I hope everyone has a good day, and thank you, and I'll see you all soon.